For 900 years, they were trapped in the bodies of swans. Their only crime was being loved too much. This is Ireland's most tragic legend. Come, sit by the hearth and let the tale begin.
Dad, that sounds like a really sad story. Are we sure we want to tell a sad one tonight?
You're right, it is sad, sweetheart. One of the saddest. But sometimes the most beautiful stories are the ones that are tinged with sorrow. They remind us how powerful the bonds of family can be, and this is a story all about family. Our tale begins long ago, in a time when the Tuatha De Danann still walked the Emerald Isles of Ireland with a noble lord named Lir. He adored his 4 children, Fionnuala, his wise and gentle daughter, and her brothers, Aodh, Fiachra, and Conn, each as bright as the morning sun. After their mother Eve's early death, Lir poured all his love into his children, and their laughter filled his hall with light. To heal his heart and bring a new mother to his children, Lir married Aoife. At first all was well. The halls were filled with light and laughter, and for a time their new family was happy. But a cold shadow began to grow in Aoife's heart. She saw the pure, unconditional love Lir had for his children, a love so bright it left no room for anyone else. From her window she would watch them, feeling like a ghost in her own home. The children's laughter, once a sweet sound, now felt like a personal insult. A poison of jealousy took root, whispering the same thought to her day after day.
He loves them more than me.
One bright morning, Aoife took the children to the shores of Loch Derivara, promising a day of games and swimming. The children, innocent and trusting, saw only the beauty of the day. They did not see the darkness coiled in their stepmother's heart. As they played, she called them from the water. Her voice, once sweet, was now cold as iron. She revealed her true intent, raising a dark wand to the now stormy sky.
Feathers shall be your skin, the waves shall be your home. For 900 years you will wander, until a bell from a new god sets you free. Now, be gone from my sight.
The magic receded, leaving behind a terrible silence. Where 4 laughing children had stood, 4 lonely swans now floated on the cold water. Their beautiful human forms were gone, but as Aoife had promised in her cruelty, their hearts, their minds, and their sorrowful human voices remained. The curse had taken their bodies, but it could not touch their souls. Fionnuala, the eldest, gathered her terrified brothers close. She made a vow that she would be their mother, their protector, and their guide through the long, dark centuries ahead. Aoife's cruel curse bound them to 3 exiles of 300 years each. First, the familiar waters of their home, Loch Derivara, then the brutal salt-whipped storms of the Straits of Moyle, and finally, the utter loneliness of the remote Western Isles. Their father, Lir, found them there, by the shore of the lake. His heart shattered when he heard his children's perfect voices coming from the throats of swans. Though he could not break the spell, he spent his days on that shore, listening to their song. In his rage and grief, he sought out Aoife. Using the last of the old magic, he cursed the sorceress, transforming her into a demon of the air, doomed to shriek her hatred on the wind for all eternity. 900 years passed in a blur of sorrow. They endured winters that froze the sea, watched empires turn to dust, and saw their world change beyond recognition, their song the only constant in an age of loss. 900 years had passed. Their exile was complete. One morning, on the lonely island of Inishglora, a sound reached them that they had never heard before. Clear and bright, a sound that promised a new world and a new faith. It was the sound that their curse had foretold, the bell of a Christian church. With a strength they had not felt in centuries, the four swans flew towards the sound, their long exile finally at its end. They landed on the sacred ground of the chapel, and as the sound of the bell washed over them, Aoife's ancient magic finally unraveled. They were human once more. But 9 centuries had passed, and the weight of those years was now upon them. A kind priest who had been summoned by the miracle found them there. Seeing their holiness and their sorrow, he listened to their story with awe. He baptized them, cleansing them of their long suffering and granting their souls peace at last.
Go now, noble souls. Your long winter is over.
Moments later, their bodies, having endured for so long, finally gave out. Fionnuala, Aodh, Fiachra, and Conn, the children of Lir, passed peacefully from the world, their spirits at last free to reunite with their mother and father in the other world.
Dad, that's the saddest story you've ever told me.
It really is, my dear, one of the saddest in the world. But it's also a story about how the children's love for each other gave them the strength to endure for 900 years. In the end, their family bond was stronger than any curse. The legend of Lir's children has been shared by the hearth for 1,000 years, a timeless reminder of the cruelty of jealousy and the incredible endurance of love. What is your favorite legend from the Emerald Isle? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Next time, we journey from the misty shores of Ireland to the sun-drenched lands of West Africa for a tale of a clever and mischievous trickster who decided he wanted to own every single story in the world. Don't miss the legendary tales of Anansi the Spider. If you enjoyed our journey, tend our little hearth by giving this video a like and subscribing for more tales from around the world. Until next time, I am, as ever, your humble storyteller. May your nights be warm, your dreams filled with wonder, and your heart ever open to the magic of a good story.